bathroom vanity today. You have to pay attention to the rough on the wall, the plumbing rough, the drain, and your water supplies. You want to first get the specs of the vanity you want to install before you put up sheetrock or anything. So you know if there's any shelving that's going to block the drain, if there's any drawers that are going to hit the supplies. On this job, the plumbing couldn't move. Right behind the wall are the main lines that feed every apartment on this column. Since none of that plumbing can move, this is what we went with. It's wide open with a couple drawers on the side. So your first step is to find the length of the room so you can center this thing. So these 2 points should line up. Your vanity comes solid in the back. You got to find where to put that and shove it through. So that's what you're left with in the back, and you know where to drill. You're going to anchor it along this top board into the wall. Plastic anchors are your best bet if you have to secure this to sheetrock. Once you have the back anchored, wood shims are fine to secure the bottom, but I like to use these little plastic guys. They're a little bit more pricey, but you don't have to cut them down, and they have a nice pitch on them. So I like to install my faucet on the basin first before I install it on the vanity. We're installing a Brizo 2-handle widespread faucet. Brizo is Delta's higher end line, and it's not as pricey as something like Growy. I would suggest Brizo, Delta, or Moen if you're remodeling. That's the way to go, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a plumber. Set up your middle spout first. It'll give you a good handle on how to set the hot and cold so they're straight and square. Make sure your spout is lined up with the drain hole. To be honest, in North Jersey, I wouldn't go with any really overly expensive faucet. Water quality is so bad in this area that whatever you buy, you're going to have to replace stuff on it. Just because you're getting a really expensive faucet doesn't mean it's going to last any longer. Double and triple check that you're putting cold on cold, hot on hot. Stuff like this is just easier with the sink off. All right, you see how nice and parallel those handles are? And perpendicular when they're on. See, just because I'm a plumber doesn't mean I don't know words. That is what you're looking for. Nice and square. For your drain pop-up, take the pop-up out. This top part screws off, and you're going to put plumber's putty all around the rim of that. Plumber's putty, not silicone. Just a little ring like that. You set this in the top of your basin, and you take your assembly and screw it in. That black gasket should be nice and tight with the bottom of the basin, and your putty should push out so you have the drain top sitting nice and flush with the top of the basin. When you mount a basin to a vanity, do not use silicone. Do not use silicone.
Stop yelling at me!
All you're going to use is a little bit of caulk on each corner. You're going to do a little bead of caulk in the back, and this is the best tool to use. Way cleaner than using your fingertip. No mess at all. This thing is awesome. And there you have it. Your vanity is in place, and that's how that's done.